And this one, he went and removed the bones of a skeleton of a popular person who was killed by the Ambazonia fighter in January 2023. That is. Welcome to TFA Talking Point. Please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for your support. Dress nice, but your conscience is the only thing that will not allow you to rest. Because your conscience will keep on asking you this particular question. What have you done? Where is their money? People are clapping for you. Oh, you have made it in life. But your conscience is crying and is shaming you for what you have done. Always think of, if you want to enjoy life together with your conscience. As you are celebrating, let your conscience also be celebrating. As you are jubilating, let your conscience be jubilating. As you are calling yourself a rich person, let your conscience be calling you a rich person. Not thieves, not armed robber, not murderer. Because if your conscience is not calling you the very name and the very title people are giving you, know that you are not a living, a human being. You are an animal. A semi animals.
Talk with high voice. Talk a bit loud.
No, so maybe I end up for you to run a perform. So I'm kind of I'm not getting nothing where I can start up with it. And then I run this up for can dig the bone then I go sell so that I can start small life with
that. This incident. Do you get involved in any drug addiction? Or you were in your normal mental state before coming to do what you do?
No, I was normal.
You are normal?
Yes.
Are you alone in this business or there's a network of other people in town? Who are you to go and sell to? And do you have other partners in this business?
First, we won't go sell for you. First, we run for police and send me and take me. So I'm not giving no man. I didn't mean one.
How you struggle to
get arrange a business before?
Me and the man will arrange and say, if I bring you will give me 500,000.
Oh.
I don't forget me the money.
No. Yeah.
This is a serious crime that has been going on in Cameroon every blessed day. That a day cannot pass in Cameroon without somebody arrested somewhere with human part or human skeleton. A day cannot pass in Cameroon. And the government remain quiet. What we are seeing on TV, what we are hearing from radios, what we are seeing in our locality are people arrested with human part. It is gradually becoming a business in Cameroon. A serious business in Cameroon that many people, many young Cameroonians are involving in it. And I always ask this question. If the business involves two persons, a buyer and a seller, and what we have been seeing this issue of human trafficking, of human part trafficking in Cameroon is started, what we have been seeing, only the seller, those who are struggling to, those who are caught with human parts, those are the people we have been seeing. We have never heard one day that somebody has been arrested, or somebody has been arrested as a buyer of such thing. This business, this thing cannot be happening without a buyer somewhere. Meaning it is a lucrative business that many people are involved in it. Because every blessed day, somebody must be arrested in Cameroon with human part, with human skeleton. If it keep on going every blessed day, meaning there is a serious market somewhere that they are going to sell it there. And the government is not doing anything. This guy you are seeing was caught in Bamenda Old Town on the 16th of April 2023 with human bones, human skeleton. And then after the investigation, yesterday he came out and talked on to the journalists. And he was asked, he said he did it out of frustration. That he left Ukum and then came to Bamenda. And then the only thing that was in his brain as a business was dealing with human bones, removing human dirt, digging a grave, and removing human bones to sell to people in order to raise money. And this one, he went and removed the bones of a skeleton of a popular person who was killed by the Ambazonia fighter in January 2023. That is the director of Election Cameroon for Jakiri, Eleka. He was killed by Ambazonia fighters in January 2023. And he was buried in Bamenda, Bayele Catholic Cemetery in Bamenda. And then this guy went there, dug the grave, went right down, opened a coffin, and then removed the skeleton to go and sell to somebody at Old Town, Bamenda, for 500,000 francs, less than $800. And he was caught. And from that video, you heard him. He said that they asked him to explain the network, those he is working with. He said he's not working with anybody because the person he was supposed to sell the items to is the one who called the police for him to be arrested. And then the police confirmed that the man is an informant working with the police on that particular issue. Because I was to ask a question, to demand that the man should be arrested. Because if they have a business up to the point where he's calling, then he have to be arrested. And then I still have this issue. Why? How did they come in contact? This guy and the person who called the police, who was supposed to buy. How did the discussion start? I believe that the police have to investigate, not just calling him an informant. Because he might call them, maybe because of knowing willfully that the guy will be arrested. And then he quickly called for them. Because there must be a buyer. Every day in Douala, a day cannot pass. Douala, Bafoussam, northern part of Cameroon, without us hearing that somebody has been arrested with human bones. And many people are succeeding in it. And there is the success that they are bringing back, throwing money and showing a lot of things that people have to bear those risks in order to involve in that particular business. And I'm calling on the government of Cameroon to investigate it. And if somebody has been caught as a buyer of this a criminal activity business, the person should be exposed and shown to the public so that we should be aware that buyers also have been caught. Because it is something that when you bury somebody today, you don't know. We heard about people are moving they are just killing people randomly. We heard about a man who killed his entire family in Yaoundé, family of 6, the wife and the children, with a cousin, and cut their body part for a business to sell. He was arrested, and in 2 minutes, we heard that he committed suicide at the police station. Are government officials involved in this thing? Because after that, how can somebody who have committed such crime and then arrested by the police cannot be kept in a place where investigation and information can be gathered? He committed suicide 2 days in the police custody. And that is all about why did he kill his family and why cutting their body part. Nobody has answered that particular question. And this is Cameroon. This is the 35-year-old young man, full with energy. He kept on the video without any shame, without any conscience, saying that he did it out of frustration and joblessness. And he says that why in Kum he was a builder, building houses. He moved to Bamenda because of the insecurity in the village, the Anglophone crisis. And he came there instead for him to think of, I should be doing something better. I should be involved because there are still building houses in Bamenda. Or I should involve in any other things. It's selling and doing any other business. But he think of removing people's skeleton to sell. Meaning somebody introduced him in that business. Somebody told him how it is moving. And somebody pointed to him those who are buying. And that is why he went into it. But investigation will not go. They will not force him because those who are, I believe, that are involved in this thing are top government officials. I'm sure. Because for the numerous thousands of people who have been arrested with this particular crime, nothing has been said about it. No investigation to discover the network that they are involved in. And this is what is happening in Cameroon. A land that nobody can explain what is happening. What is happening to us? Many of us will stand and say it is poverty. We can do agriculture. We can cultivate to have something to eat. We can do many other things. Killing is just rampant in Cameroon, and every day cannot pass without us hearing that somebody has been killed somewhere by an unknown person. And after that, is that the private part cut off. A day cannot pass without us hearing that somebody from Western region have removed the remains of somebody. A day cannot pass without us hearing that somebody have done this in Douala. Somebody have been caught in Douala who traveled from Bafoussam to Douala with human parts. And we are asking the question, what is happening? From Bafoussam or from Bamenda to Douala, only a strong mathematician can count the number of checkpoints. What are they checking? What are they checking? This cemetery where the director of Election was buried is a big cemetery in Bamenda that's supposed to have a guard. And I'm sure he's having guard. I don't know how the guy will go there at the city of Bamenda, dug a grave, because it will not take him more than 3 hours to do that. Open it and remove the remains of Election director. The police forced him back to go and do another burial for him, again for the director of Election. He went there, and when he finished burying it again for the second time, that is when he had the interview with the journalists. It is terrible. It is terrible. We have to change our mentality about life. That is what I keep on saying. Many of us, many human beings on earth are ignorant, are illiterate of life. Many of us have gone to school. Yes. Many of us have PhD, doctorate degree. Yes. But we are illiterate when it concerns life. Life is not all about what you have, what you will show, what you will present, who you be. Don't involve yourself in some kind of dirty game, because whatsoever you would do, you will be enjoying the morning. We will be clapping for you. We will be asking questions. How did you make it? And we will be jealous. Some will be jealous of you. But the issue is, you will not be free. You will be feeling big person amongst us, amongst your friends, amongst your brothers, amongst people around you. You will buy big things. You will dress nice. But your conscience is the only thing that will not allow you to rest. Because your conscience will keep on asking you this particular question. What have you done? Where is their money? People are clapping for you. Oh, you have made it in life. But your conscience is crying and shaming you for what you have done. Always think of, if you want to enjoy life together with your conscience. As you are celebrating, let your conscience also be celebrating. As you are jubilating, let your conscience be jubilating. As you are calling yourself a rich person, let your conscience be calling you a rich person. Not thieves, not armed robber, not murderer. Because if your conscience is not calling you the very name and the very title people are giving you, know that you are not a human being. You are an animal. A semi-animals.